You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I had no idea what I was walking into. Shout out to Oshay Duke Jackson, Angry Man, MCR. Shout out to the black woke community, whatever you want to call them. Shout out to all of them for all various reasons. I'm gonna take my time with this because I've covered these type of videos before where I've expressed my feelings towards people like Myron and the approach to brotherhood, to creating healthier relationship patterns for men and women and being a unit. I've spoken about the propaganda and the pandering that goes on within these platforms, but I never really got to this place. See, a lot of men and a lot of women have come into this market, right? Where we want to give advice, we want to help people, we want to enlighten people. But then, in the same token, you're questioning the validity behind everyone. Everyone has a certain audience that they gravitate towards. Some of you like individuals who are loud and like to yell. Some of you like people who like to roast and clown. Some of you like people who are exceptional at editing and adding a little extra flavor into their stuff. Everything is catered to specific folks for specific reasons. And I think we all would agree and understand that's just the layout. A lot of history here. The only reason I wanted to speak on this is because I did not know how interconnected these folks was, but I'm really thinking about this shit and considering the fact that all of them are damn near at 1 million subscribers. When you sit down and think about that number, you've had been doing this for a long time. You're not just blowing up on YouTube within a year. Obtaining that number of followers that believe in you that much. So you've had to do a lot of networking. You've had to socialize and collab and have this meeting of the minds. It's impossible to do this solo completely. If you're one of the rare few to do it, congratulations. But when I'm thinking about it, it makes sense how all of them know each other in some way. Well, this particular video was a little, it went left very quick. You know, I never watched the Angry Man's live streams. I've watched a few of his videos, a few of his collaborations on shows like Anton Daniels. I watch a lot of his stuff. But he made some remarks about Kevin Samuels and the real MTR, which I wanted to remain unbiased in this because I don't know his history with any of these folks. I am brand new to it. So O'Shea gets a hold of this stream and he pretty much he's expressing his true feelings here. The long list of grievances and issues that he's had with Angry Man over the years. Basically saying Angry Man is a selfish person who is only looking out for himself, that he's destroyed the community of black men trying to come together like the Avengers to put a chokehold on these discussions. Angry Man was going off basically saying MCR doesn't really know Kevin Samuels the way that he knows him. He's saying, look, bro, you can cut this shit. I was here. I was one of the originals. I was one of the guys. And then Oshay Duke Jackson is like, and forgive me if I said your name wrong, bro, but he steps in and he's like, look, cut the BS. Just stop it. Because you're one of the most selfish ones out of everyone here that you're trying to call out. You wasn't helping no one out. You wasn't shouting no one out. You wasn't giving no one opportunities. You wasn't doing any of that. In fact, you were trying to steal all of my subscribers. You were trying to take all of my views, all of my likes. You wanted everything going funneled to you. When I was at work and I was doing what I had to do, you would go live stream when I was going live stream. You were stepping on toes. You were out of pocket. You were doing a lot of things that were out of pocket. People like Kevin Samuels, he was looking out for people. He was trying to help people out. We might not have agreed on everything, but he was actually trying to help and look out for certain folks. You weren't doing any of it. Oh, it's a lot here. A lot here. But I want to say this, though, right? All of their history, apparently, he said a decade of him and Angry Man going back, the MTR thing, all that. Let me put it this way. It is because of gentlemen like you guys that individuals like myself and other smaller platforms do this. We won't sit here and pretend like that's not the case. But I also want to throw something else out there too. Just because you guys did it doesn't mean that there were other people who weren't doing it at the same time that you were doing it. The only difference is they didn't have the support behind them. They didn't have the connections to build their platforms like you did. I can only imagine. And this is what's funny. YouTube is a big ass social media platform. You think that y'all were the only 4, 5, 6 people around the time that you guys were doing it? You think y'all were the only ones doing this? You weren't. You weren't. Y'all the only ones that were able to capitalize off of it. A lot of them cats probably gave up. They probably said, this ain't going nowhere for me, so I need to go ahead and get into something else. Or there was some underhanded backstabbing. I would absolutely put money on it that a lot of them folks that were doing it when y'all were doing it, and I know there's like this competition thing, I don't know why, but I guarantee A lot of them channels that never made it as big as y'all didn't make it there because of something that was going on within y'all space. Now, I don't know your character. I don't know his character. I don't know, just based off of what I've watched. I can only extrapolate certain information and then do with it what I will. As far as who you are as a person off screen, I do not know. But what I do know is none of you, as I know, are shouting out smaller channels. You're not inviting smaller channels on your platforms. You're not reaching out to individuals like myself. You're y'all be acting as if y'all God sends. You only work with people who have over 100,000, 60,000. You only work with them people. You only acknowledge them people. You don't know the little people. We don't show up on your radar. You don't look at us. You don't see us here. All the backstabbing and all the betrayal and all the bullshit that's going on with y'all, Byron, and all the arguing, and all that shit happened with y'all. That's y'all stuff. If there's a reason why there was this, it's because of something within your circle of friends, within your circle of content creators in your time. This is an entirely different time frame. But this is one of the things that makes this so sweet. Learning from your mistakes, learning from every single thing that you did and saying, damn, I do not want to go down that road. I do not want to collab or work with somebody who moves and operates like these people do. I'd never want to be that person to collab with somebody and they get online and they be like, I was a snake, or I was selfish, or I was trying to steal time from them. I was trying to steal their audience. I was trying to do this and do that, but they was in my face acting like I was this. And I never want to be that person. So if I would rather just do this shit with the people that I came up with and keep it pushing. As far as operating with anyone outside of that, I'm good. I'm good. I understand why my man 400 Acres said what he said. I'm not saying that anything that the celebrity junk went off on was not invalid. I'm not saying that you don't have any right to feel how you feel. I'm not coming at you. I'm not coming at any of y'all. What I am saying is, nigga, y'all made it. Y'all made it. And I question how you made it. Did you do it legitimately? Was it completely pure? And if it was, congratulations. But you don't just have beef with people in your sphere when you're supposed to be working together to bring the men closer. And how does that happen? How does this work? He snapped on Angry Man. He snapped on him. He made some valid points. I don't know enough to say who's right or wrong. All I can tell you is from what I've observed. Bottom line is people just like what they like. I mean, come on, Fresh and Fit got an audience of men who just wait to see him snap on women because they broken or they bitter. So Everyone damn near has a cult following. A lot of y'all have a cult following. A lot of people watch y'all either to troll you because they love to hear what you have to say. Whatever the reason is, everyone has their thing and their people. But you know, it takes a lot to get to where you are, and no one's hands are clean. None of y'all hands are clean. I refuse to believe that. And if they are, of course, there's going to be backlash. I would even want to know, what was the whole reason for Angry Man coming at MTR? What was the point of that? Are you really having a gripe with him? Did you not like something that he said? What was the reasoning behind your addressing him? Because I already figured Oshay was watching. Dude stay on top of everything. He don't miss shit. So as soon as he's seen it, I'm like, all right, it's about to go down. I can only imagine there's going to be a few responses. I don't know if MTR is going to respond to this. I don't know if Angry Man is going to respond to this. I guarantee someone's going to respond. And I'm curious to know where this is going to go. Are you doing this for resolve, or are you doing this for clicks and likes? Are you doing this because you want the men and women that are watching to see grown men figure out a way to mend ways? Or are you doing this to generate buzz and drama and excitement? You want people to fight against other people. You want this community to go against. What's the purpose of any of this, honestly? MTR, I've never gotten the impression that he was moving like a snake enough. I've never gotten that impression. Never. Oshay, I've never gotten that impression. Matter of fact, I've never heard him ask anybody for a donation. I've never seen him ask anyone to sign up for a freaking anything. I've never seen him ask for a single dime from no one. Now, maybe I'm just new to all of that. I've seen MTR do it. I've seen Angry Man do it. I've seen Anton do it. We're in this for business. I would rather people do it because they want to. I'm not asking nobody for shit. That's a whole nother conversation. I just figured I'd give my own 2 cents on this one, man. How do y'all feel about this? Some of y'all might have a longer history with all of them than I do. I ain't really interested in digging into their past. That's not my business, but yeah, man, tighten up. This is, instead of the back, figure out a way to come together, heal, clear up misunderstandings as grown adults, and show a side of us that is not shots fired, I need to retaliate. Let's find an alternate resolve for this, if that's really the objective, of course.
Merry Christmas, filthy animals. And a Happy New Year.